Let's get started with the London game. The 3-2 Ravens at the 2-3 Titans. Both teams were coming off of bad losses, so someone needed to rebound. The Titans were without Traylon Burks for a third straight game. Ravens jump out to an 18-3 halftime lead. I'm watching it and I'm upset the way this game started out. Ravens kicking their ass. Titans get back into it, 18-13 behind Derrick Henry, but the Ravens hang on to win 24-16. Ryan Tannehill gets hurt. Um, what did you think of this game? Ravens with a big get right win in London.
I mean, numerically, it looks like it was a good win for the Ravens, but it was messy. I mean, Lamar was frustrated. He was punching the turf. I mean, shout out to Geno Stone for that interception that slowed Tennessee and helped the Ravens hold on to that lead because the game was much closer than it looked. And honestly, had the Ravens not been holding Tennessee to field goals, Tennessee would have won this game. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this game was all field goals. Like
Yeah.
this is one of those good news, bad news situations. Like the good news, Baltimore scored on its first four drives and 5 out of 6 of their first half possessions. The bad news, 4 of those were Justin Tucker field goals. Like I know you have the best kicker in the league. We love Justin Tucker, but where are the touchdowns?
Yeah, I agree. But if you're a Ravens fan too, hey, at least you're kicking them, right? At least John Harbaugh isn't going for it, and a lot of those aren't turnover on downs. This is a classic example of how you can win games with the field goal kicking if you need it. But yeah, all this talk about the Ravens offense being prolific and Todd Monken's going to come in here and they're going to be putting up points left and right, and you're still seeing some struggles. And I don't know if the Titans are the best defense in football, so the Ravens still a work in progress on that side of the ball, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, they redeemed themselves a bit at the beginning of the game. I mean, they lost to the Steelers last week. Jackson started the game by spreading the ball around. First 7 passes went to 5 different receivers. They looked really good in those first few possessions, but then it was mind-boggling to see Monken lean on the run after that. Like the passing game had gotten going, and he's like, actually, let's just stop passing. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened there. Like you have receivers, they're all catching the ball. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened. I mean, it went awry very, very quickly.
Yeah, it was nice to see Zay Flowers catch his first NFL touchdown, first of his career.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
a week off with that prediction. I thought it was going to happen last week. So shout out to him for pulling through for me finally.
yeah, we knew it was going to happen eventually. He's too good of a receiver not to get into the end zone. Nice to see it finally happen. For the Titans, it sucks to see Ryan Tannehill go down, injures his ankle, has to have the cart take him to the locker room, leaves the game on crutches. I mean, if the Titans don't have Tannehill and they fall to 2-4, this is not a good sign for the future for Tennessee, is it?
No, and I mean, before the injury even happened, they had a lot of other problems too. So like, yeah,
Hmm.
losing Tannehill's an issue, but I mean, I don't think we can put all the blame on Tannehill for the game going wrong. They converted just 1 third down in 9 tries. They had 233 yards of total offense. I mean, after their opening drive field goal, the next 3 drives were punts, and then they followed that by a muffed punt return.
Yeah,
I
that
mean,
was the worst is that fumbled punt right before
yeah,
halftime just gives the Ravens an automatic 3 points.
like
Kyle Phillips.
luckily they
Yeah.
have this bye week to sort out the QB situation and see what's going to happen. And they've got Malik Willis available. I mean, he stepped in and finished the game. He was 4 or 5 for 74 yards, like not bad numbers. But I mean, are they going to use the bye week to take a good look at Will Levis? I mean, I'm
Yeah,
intrigued to see what happens.
I was going to ask you about that. I am a big fan of Malik Willis. I liked him coming out of Liberty. I was high
Mhm.
on him in the draft. I'm not a big fan of Will Levis, but he was higher ranked. He's a more NFL ready quarterback. What would you do? Uh, where's your gut saying Malik Willis or Will Levis going forward?
I mean, Malik finished the game and looked good.
Hmm.
He's feeling good. Let him come in, like give him a chance. I don't think it's fair to let him finish out the game and then hand the start away to someone else next week. Like give him one game, give him a couple quarters, see how he does. If he can't hang, swap him out, and then let Will Levis start the following week. But I think Malik has earned this start next week or after the bye week.
Yeah, I agree. I would like to see Malik get a solid chance. And you think about some of the best backfields in football is an athletic quarterback with a hell of a running back. And you think about the potential of Malik Willis and Derrick Henry. I mean, if Henry doesn't do what he does in this game, it's probably, you know, 24-3 or 24-6, a huge blowout. Derrick Henry is really the only thing that got that offense going.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you on the Malik Willis thing, but the Titans sitting at 2-4, hanging by a thread a little bit. They need something to get going. Mike Vrabel was so frustrated in this game. What are your thoughts on the Ravens? They get to 4-2 in a wide open division. No one's really running away with it. You think the Ravens can start playing some better football?
Oh, I hope so. I was kind of bummed for Justin Tucker in this game, honestly. He was 1 point shy of his career high for points in a game, so I was kind of bummed for him. But I mean, the Ravens have all the pieces there. They've been in a bit of a slump. Their offense has fizzled a bit. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Weeks 1 through 3, I thought they were going to look a lot more in sync than they are right now. But they're pulling off wins still. But Lamar Jackson's numbers are very inefficient in the red zone. I mean, he's going 2 of 3 for 13 yards in the red zone, 16 of 23 in the red zone total this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
not great. And I've talked about that a little bit about these teams who are winning, but they have red zone issues on previous episodes. And it's something that's going to matter a lot more coming down the stretch.
Yeah, and if the passing game's not working, use Lamar's legs. He's one of the most dangerous weapons in the entire league. Get creative and get Lamar out in space and use his legs in the red zone. I mean, it's a defense's nightmare to try and stop that guy close to the end zone.
Yeah, I think there was some interesting calls this week, and they definitely have some kinks to work out coming into the next week.
Yeah, so we're going to keep a close eye on the Ravens.